Scientists have been asking US American citizens from 1949 till 2019 whether and how they perceive morality to change. With 84%, most participants reported a decline of morality. That isn't only the case for the USA, but also for 59 other nations, in which 354,000 participants have reported a decline of morality over a 13-year time span from 1996 to 2007. The standing data on perceived morality heavily suggests that society has been getting less moral over time and paints a very dark picture on society as a whole. It breaks the narrative of the positive effects of modernity's technologies, medicine, and fundamental human rights. But is morality actually declining, or do people have a false belief about it? A recent study from 2023 asked this question and provided some major insights. People all around the world believe morality is declining, yet statistical analysis indicated that the proportion of US participants who reported moral decline was in fact not significantly influenced by the year in which the survey was administered, which is to say that US Americans have been reporting moral decline at the same rate for as long as researchers have been asking them about it. This is very odd, and the researchers remarked two more findings that led them to the hypothesis that the decline of morality could be an illusion. When asked broadly about society, participants report decreasing morality. But when asked about specific issues, such as treatment for African Americans, disabled people, and gays, they report increases in morality. Secondly, people tended to perceive moral decline when they were asked about longer periods of time rather than about short periods. The scientists wanted to find out how people attribute declining morality. Statistical analysis provided significant measurements for personal change and interpersonal replacement. Personal change is referring to individuals whose morality changes over time. People might simply believe that others become less moral as they age. Interpersonal replacement describes when other people who had supposedly higher moral standards than younger people are getting compared to the current generation, resulting in a perceived moral decline. The way how people attribute changes of morality is by comparing the past to the present, which creates a robust phenomenon of a declining morality. But how do people feel about their contemporaries? The scientists conducted another literature review to find out if people's ratings on contemporary moral values, behaviors, and traits of themselves and others did also decline. The results of this large review were clear. People's reports on their current morality of their contemporaries were stable over time. This suggests that when people are explicitly asked to assess moral change, they claim that morality had declined. But when people are asked to assess the current morality of their contemporaries, their assessments do not change over time. These results revealed the contradiction that people believe in the decline of morality, while they rate the present morality of successive years the same. This heavily suggests that the decline of morality is an illusion. To explain this phenomenon, they proposed a biased exposure and memory mechanism, short for BEAM, that could explain the findings and create testable hypotheses for further research. Biased exposure to information refers to the tendency of people to encounter more negative than positive information about the morality of people in general, which can lead to a biased perception of moral decline. And biased memory of information refers to the tendency of people to remember negative events from the past more vividly than positive ones, which can also lead to a biased perception of moral decline when people compare the present to the past. The BEAM mechanism predicts that the illusion of moral decline should be attenuated, eliminated, or even reversed when people are exposed to a disproportionate amount of positive rather than negative information, which is the case for their families, friends, and associates, and when people are asked about times for which they have little or no information in memory, such as in the years before they were born. In order to prove those predictions, they conducted two more studies. Participants were asked to rate the morality of their personal worlds, such as family and friends, which one would assume they have disproportionately positive rather than negative information. It turns out, just like in the first prediction entailed, participants believe in the improvements of morality when it comes to their personal worlds, while still thinking that morality is declining for the whole society. The second study asked participants to rate how kind, honest, nice, and good people are in general in the current year, which was 2021, 20 years after the participant was born, the year the participant was born, 20 years before the participant was born, and 40 years before the participant was born. Statistical analysis revealed that people roughly believed that the decline of morality began when they were born, and there were no significant findings for the belief of a declining morality before the participant was born, showcasing the second prediction to be true as well, as when people have no information about a time period, they don't report marked decline. The researchers summarized it perfectly. Participants in the foregoing studies believed that morality has declined, and they believed this in every decade and in every nation we studied. They believed that decline began somewhere around the time they were born, regardless of when that was, and they believed it continues to this day. They believed the decline was a result both of individuals becoming less moral as they move through time and the replacement of more immoral people by less moral people. And they believed that the people they personally know and the people who lived before they did are exceptions to this rule. About all these things, they are almost certainly mistaken. Those misbeliefs are very likely linked to the beam mechanism. The decline of morality is an illusion because people may encounter more negative than positive information about the morality of people in general, leading to a biased exposure effect. Additionally, people may be more likely to remember negative events from the past than positive events, leading to a biased memory effect. These two phenomena can combine to create an illusion of moral decline. If you want to see some more deep dives into new and fascinating studies, check out my channel and feel free to subscribe.